Hi, this is Deep Sky Blue for DIYAllDay.com. We're just continuing to assemble our custom computer here today. For today's video, we're going to be looking at a couple parts. What we're focusing on is cards. So over here, this is the equipment that we're going to be working with. I have an MSI Radeon HD video card here, and I have a wireless network interface card from Encore Electronics. Only tool that's going to be required here is a screwdriver and a couple screws. So like everything we've been doing here, it's simple. There's not a lot of complex tools and stuff to use and hook up there to get these systems together. So the first step when you're going to get a card installed, you come over here and take a look at the back of the case. There's several metal plates here. These are covering openings that the metal part of the cards actually push up against. Lots of different styles of these on cases. Some of them are, you remove them and you're also able to put them back in. On this particular case, these are, just throwaways here. There's no way to reattach them. You can, however, purchase metal plate covers, so because your card setup can sometimes change as you upgrade, so you don't have those big holes in the back of your case there. On this one, I've removed them already. With the perforated ones, just wiggle them back and forth and they'll pop out of there pretty easy. Be careful, that you're not hitting capacitors, stuff like that on your motherboard, so take a little care when you're getting those pulled out. This would be a good time to talk about the different slots inside of the system here. The two we're going to be working with today is the PCI Express 16X. That's these two right here. A lot of motherboards only have one of these. This particular board is SLI or Crossfire ready, so it actually supports two video cards. I'm just running a setup with one here, but if I wanted to, I could certainly add another one to the setup. Other slot that we're going to be working with today is called PCI. That's this longer white one here. Still fairly common, although it's an older slot, because a lot of cards like network cards don't require huge amounts of bandwidth. And then also in this case we have PCI Express 1X. You're seeing some solid state drives use that, some cards. It's still not a super common slot for most builds. And then there's, others that are older, and one that's current that's not in this particular setup is the PCI Express 4X. Again, not a very common one, but sometimes used for solid state hard drives. So we'll go ahead and get the video card in here. When you're removing the metal plates, just kind of hold it over there and you can see which ones need to come off. And like I said, I've already got these taken off here, so just going to get it installed in there. Get it lined up. There's a little clip on here. This is actually for ejecting it, so you don't have to worry about doing anything with that. And just a firm push. Not a lot of force required there, and it'll just snap right in. You can see that all of the metal leads have gone right into the slot there. So one screw to get it attached. And these are this is an open face screw hole, so you can make adjustments to get the card lined up just right as you're tightening it up there. So video card is in. Other card we're working with here today, as I mentioned, the network interface card. This one also has some antennas that screw onto the back, so we'll get those put on here after we get the card installed. So same thing, just line it up with the slot. You can't really put them in backwards. It's so obvious with the metal plate lining up that yeah, you'd know right away, like, oh, it doesn't go that way. And just a firm push and it's in just like that. So, and again, you can see all the little metal metal connectors have lined up there real nice. Same thing, one screw to get it in there. Get it nice and lined up. There we are. Yeah, so this is basically what we've done here. Same thing for any card, no matter what slot it is. I mean, when you order your cards, it's going to say what slot it is, and if you know the ones on the motherboard, they're very easy to identify. They're also labeled in the motherboard manual, so you know, nothing too complicated here. So I'm just going to get these antennas in here, and that'll complete the process. So these just screw on. A lot of people these days are using the USB wireless cards. I've just always been doing these. I like a card that's fixed in my drive versus doing the USB ones, but that's just a matter of taste. And then they're directional. You know, you can stick them up here as however you please to get better reception, or more often avoid getting in the way of other cards like our video hookups there. So, alright, well that's everything here. We got the video card, network interface card installed. Until next time, this is Deep Sky Blue for DIYAllday.com.